What's up, everybody? Another episode of Smoking That Ish. I am once again going to be kind of winging it. I didn't really get a chance to put together a proper episode this week because I got hosed real bad on a used car, as I'm sure has happened to many other people. But yeah, been dealing with that. Looking like it's just going to cost me a lot more money. And that's actually the next week's episode is actually going to be a joint episode with Smoking That Ish and the D Game coming together to talk about what to look for in used vehicles and what's the best route, as far as affordability, what to look out for, things like that. And that'll be what next week's episode is about. But this week, I'm going to start off talking about, because as some of you know who have watched previous episodes, those of you who are back, hello to our first-time viewers, if we are getting a couple of those. Hey, how you doing? How's it going? Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Barbecue competitions. Now, we went and I'm not going to talk about where or anything because I don't want to get into particulars, but small town barbecue competitions are garbage. There's no point. If you're not from that town and you don't know the people who are in charge of the event or judging or anything like that, and you're not from the area, don't bother going if it's just a small town one, because the winner's already been determined and picked. It's just, they're ridiculous. The rules are loose at best. Yeah, and it's not fun. We've gone to a few, and I'm not saying like we should have won all these competitions or anything, but we definitely should have placed on a couple of them, because at state level we place with our food. And then you go to these small town competitions and you don't get anywhere near it. And I don't know, I've had wide varieties of people try the food and talk about the food, and it's not about the food. And that's why that they're not fun. It's no fun. There's no point in going unless you just want to go get shit-faced with your team, I guess, which our team isn't really big on that. So yeah, I'm not going to be going to any more of the small town ones. If there's going to be like state certified judges and stuff, or some sort of certified judging at the events, then you'll see me there. But I'm not going to participate in these other ones. So the small town ones will probably just be Bob and Chris from Deep in a Hole Barbecue running it, just the two of them, because I can't take the time out to just go there and waste a whole day. Yeah. And Bob's food is better than that. He did such, like, the ribs that he cooked at this last one were so out of this world good. They were so damn good. And we got like 4th out of 13. And it was unacceptable. It just, I don't know. There's no way if you would have been there that you wouldn't have agreed. But they're fun. Like, if you were to go as like, just visiting or whatever, to go around and just try some ribs and stuff, that's fun. It can get expensive at some places though, so be careful about that. But yeah, no more small town ones, just the big time ones. Just the ones where it's super stressful and stuff, because that's when I'm needed the most. And the ones, where we have to do a lot of handing out of the food. That's also a thing. That's more my thing. Yeah. And it's not, the small town ones just aren't fun. So on to the goodies. Right, Scruffy? Scruffy. Hey, buddy. Sorry about that. Jeez, that must have been boring. I even put Scruffy to sleep, man. Jeez Louise, man. So I went to Dakota Herb. I also went to, well, I went to the Dakota Herb in Huron. Shout out Dakota Herb. Big Sue Buds. Fine. Walk away then. All right then. I'm not sure if the mic picked that up, but big sigh of disapproval from the Scruffy. So I guess he's taking the rest of the episode off. Also went to Superior Buds and got some stuff. I picked up these zigzag cones, the king size 3-pack. They are pretty darn big. Like, they're really nice cones. I got them at the counter there in Huron at Dakota Herb at the counter when I was checking out, because, you know, you always got to have some cones on you. And then this right here is, what is this one? Oh, this is 10 G's. Yeah, 10 G's. This is the current penny pre-roll at Superior Buds. You spend a certain amount, you get a penny pre-roll. The 10 G's is the current one there, and it is it's very nice. It's a very good 10 G's. I would actually recommend that. That's nice for a penny there. Also, I have bought quite a few of these from Pure Bliss. This has to be one of my favorite strains. I haven't seen it in nug or flower form. I've only seen it in the pre-roll. It's the Dolce de Uva, 24%. It's the taste and the high and the everything about this one is great. I really, really like it. This is a nice one. You get a chance to check this one out. Definitely check that one out. Let's see what else is in this little tin can of goodies here. Oh, I picked this one up too. This was a Friendly Fire. It was 2 half-gram pre-rolls. This one, it hit a little harsh, but it's called Friendly Fire. It hit a little bit harsh, but it was a great high. A really good, hard-hitting, but like focused high. Really, really liked it. It was definitely a great one. Big fan. Big fan. Would get this one again. This was in Huron at Dakota Herb. I would get that one again for sure. Ooh, what else is in here? I've switched carts. I am back to just the DNS live rosin indica cartridges because I just want the cleanest stuff that I can smoke. I mean, and by cleanest, I mean most organic, purest form stuff. I'm going to stick with live rosin because I just like it better. I don't want any of the CRC stuff. I know I haven't gotten to the CRC episode, which I swear I will. But I'm going to be using the live rosin from now on. I prefer it. And yeah, that episode will cover more. But the indica live rosin cartridge, 70%, 70.7%. And it's only a half gram, but it lasts you a really decent amount of time because it is just pure live rosin. So shout out to DNS, Dakota Natural Solutions. Big fan. Big fan of these. I'm back to those, and they're working out great. You know what they taste like? Taste like weed. All right. And then this, I got some Big Sue Bud from Dakota Herb. I grabbed a 1/4 ounce of the Sunday Driver from 1889 Farms. Now, this one I have not opened and tried yet. This one is... Wow, I don't think they put the percentage or anything on there. But I think the Sunday Driver was around a 20%. Might have been more of an 18 or something. Yeah. Do not distribute without proper stickering. Yes, of course. Of course. Yes, indeed. Yes. I'm going to tear this part off here. Get to the child-proof. Which, I mean, little tiny child hands are going to have a hell of a time opening that. Oh. You notice the smell right away. Very nice. Earthy. Almost dusty kind of smell to it. Tight. Tight, hard, compact nuggage. Nuggeritos here. And they are small. Popcorn style nuggies. Yeah. Frosty. Frosty, nice. Yes. A little bit squished because of bags. People should be dispensing everything in jars now. Everyone. Jars, please. So a little bit flat from bags. A little bit squished. But also, you know, what happens when stuff gets transported around in bags. Gotta, you know, bring it here to show you. Wow. You know, it might not be a dusty smell. It might be a more of a, I don't know, kind of a low-end citrus maybe smell to it. I don't know. I bet when it's ground up, it's going to be, I don't know, much more floral, have much more of a nose on it. This is the one that I did try out, though. This is the hash burger, dude. And this is, I think, more of a 30-some-odd%. And this one's really good, but this one is a, I mean, I hope you're done with what you're doing today, because you're not really going to want to do much after this one. This one pretty much, I don't know what it's labeled as, sativa or indica or, you know, mix or whatever, but I know how it works, and yeah, you are not going to want to do nothing after this one. It kind of smells. It really does kind of smell like a cheeseburger. It really does. You kind of almost even like smell the pickles and stuff on the back end of it. It's really, really weird. Super frosty, compact nugs. The last one was from 1889. This one I'm pretty sure is a Dakota Herb Big Sue Bud in-house one. Might be a Belushi Farms or Belushi's Farm. I'm not sure which one it is. I always get it wrong. Very nice looking though. More of a nose on it. Yeah. And this one, like I said, this one is, hope you're done with what you're doing, because it's going to, just like eating a big old cheeseburger sets you down and makes you ready for a nap, dude, so does that hash burger. Sets you right on down on the ground. And I went to Cloud9 as well, and I got some more papers, and I really like, you know, I'm on this clean kick right now. So I got these organic hemp raw black papers. I haven't tried these ones out yet, but they look super thin. And raw does have the cleanest papers, at least that's what I have heard. And then I got a pack of raw classic black, which, you know, what's wrong with the classics? Got to stay with the classics. And I got this classic raw limited edition camouflage package, but it's just, you know, regular papers on the inside. And of course, I'm not going to save it, you know, the package for vintage whatever or resell it in a couple of years or any of that crap. I'm going to use the papers that are in it. And I really, really like them. They stick really well. They wrap really nicely. They seem almost a little bit bigger than other papers that are the same, claim to be the same size, you know? Like, I don't know, at least to me. I'm also a big fan of, I don't know if you've heard of the Moon brand of papers, but I really, really like those too. They're a rice paper, and a buddy of mine uses them. My buddy Larry uses them, and they're really, really good papers. They also work really well, and you can roll like any size joint. You know, some papers only work real well if you roll like a full filled up, full size joint, you know, and other ones, you know, they'll stick no matter what. Some of those cheaper papers feels like as soon as if you get the glue wet at all, it comes right off. And some of them even say to lick the back of the paper, which, come on, man, who's really going to do that? So these are all really, really good buds. Like I said, the 10 Gs there at Superior Buds for the penny pre-roll is really, really nice. That's a good pre-roll for the price, dude. A penny. You can't really beat that, though. And, yeah. Trying to keep it clean, man. Just, you know, I got bad lungs, so it's more of a big deal for me to try and keep it clean. I also use edibles and stuff. But yeah, there's just not, I don't know. I can't find edibles that work without smoking at least some, you know? And so since I do smoke, I probably should smoke as little as possible. But since I do smoke, I try to keep it as clean as I possibly can, you know? And also, speaking of keeping it clean, Rare Earth Craft Cannabis has pre-rolls now too, which I think is awesome. Their power nap pre-rolls are, man, if you're having a stressful day and you need to calm the fuck down, power nap will calm you down. I smoke it. I go in and particularly when I'm having like problems with anxiety, like if I'm having and not just like, you know, oh, I'm having a little bit of anxiety today. If it's like a persistent thing, like, I don't know if the audio's good on these, but I like the mic not being in my face. So this is how it is. Yeah. Shit, I totally forgot what I was saying right there. Tweet. Marijuana affects the memory, dude. Damn it. I'm gonna watch this and I'm gonna see it. And I'm gonna literally see myself forget what I was talking about. And she's in her phone. She's not even paying attention, so she doesn't know what I was talking about either, do you? No. No clue. Scruffy's sleeping. I got no backup here, people. I got none whatsoever. I'm literally like working by myself on this whole show, and I should have a team of children workers. Has really no way to spin it that's going to sound well. I should be making my kids help a lot more. Yep, still can't remember what I was talking about, so I'm just going to skip that. But, you know, it was, I found some really good strains. That hash burger is definitely worth checking out. You really, really need to look at that hash burger. And I can't believe that I totally forgot what I was talking about in the middle of the show. This is going to haunt me for like days. Yeah, but I'm going to keep this one short and sweet, dude. So, tune in next week when we're going to be talking about, you know, some used car stuff, what to look for, what to avoid. I feel like a lot of it's going to come down to just avoiding almost any used car dealership, really. Because almost, I don't know if there's any of them out there that give a shit anymore, you know? The one that I went to in Mitchell, that one was, they were good people, but then they still tried to sell me a bunch of shit vehicles. Nobody really cares about what's best for you and your family, but you. So, you know, that's going to be, yeah. That's going to be a big part of the next episode, which will be a combo episode, like I said. So, yeah, like, share, subscribe. I hope you had a good time smoking that ish, man. See you later.